everyone's joining me again today. So I am back for another video for my December daily album, and for today I have day 7 and 8 for you. And for day 7 I'm actually going to be talking about a trip to a chocolate store, and I'm going to be using, I've cut up a page protector here, which is for the 4 3x4 one, and I'm just cutting that in half. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm just kind of going through working out what I want to add onto that top piece, and I ended up with this cutting up this transparency piece, which is from the Hollywood store. So I bought this one separately from her shop rather than coming to from the main kit, and I'm just cutting it up into a 3x4 piece. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to spell out the word 7 using these thickers kind of alphabet stickers, which is from the Hip Kit Club's November kit. And I believe this is the Hip Kit Club's exclusive product. And I'm just kind of poking a hole trying to get with the E, there's the piece is not fully cut out, so I'm just trying to poke out the hole and just getting rid of the middle part there. And I really like how I really like the colour, so it's really quite gold but also kind of really glossy at the same time, so these stickers are really cool. And also looks, I like how the alphabets are quite hand drawn, so it's kind of cute that way. I'm also adding these puffy stickers here, which are from the Hip Kit Club as well, and I believe they're Pink Fresh products. And I like how I like the emphasis on the stars. So the transparency itself is just, there's a bunch of white stars printed on it, but then I add some more puffy stickers on top. And the next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to add some journaling onto this piece. And so I'm just working out which card I want to use. And what I actually started by kind of typing out using my typewriter to type out the journaling, but then I realized that actually I've got quite a long journaling to add, so I decided to just go on my computer and print it out onto essentially a 6x8 piece. And once again, I just went into Photoshop and just type out my journaling, and that I kind of wrote. I wrote during December, and now I'm just kind of working out just making sure that it is not 6x8. Sorry, it's 3x8. But because I'm actually I printed my photo using my selfie machine, selfie printer. The photo itself is actually a bit smaller than 4x6 inches, so I will need to kind of trim the piece to be a little bit smaller than 3 inches. So I'm just using the photo as an indicator whether it's right yet. The next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to add this piece, this kind of acetate piece, this diamond piece, which is from the main kit from Hollywood's December Daily kit. And I'm also going to be adding these puffy stickers here, which are from the Hip Club's November kit. And I started with these puffy stickers, the 3 circle ones, but then I decided to change the middle one to a star instead, just to kind of add a bit more interest. And now I'm just kind of working out where I want to score the piece. So just kind of trying to score. I actually printed the journaling twice, as you can see there. I printed one on this one side, and then I decided that I needed to add a bit more space in the middle where the text would kind of fold up. So I decided to kind of just print on the back side of that same piece. And then now I just realized that actually the piece itself is longer than 8 inches. So now I'm just kind of moving this diamond piece, and it's actually relatively forgiving. So I'm just taking out the stapler, but I'll kind of re-staple it down again. So that's all good. I'm just kind of trimming that down a little bit so it actually is 8 inches long, 8 inches tall. And I'm just kind of making sure that I'm kind of trimming on both sides. And I'm working out is it actually 4 inches or is it just a little bit smaller? And it is a bit smaller, lads, because I'm using a selfie photo paper. And now I'm just kind of adding everything back, stapling the piece, this diamond piece back, and then also adding this photo to go on the front cover of this journaling piece. And how it look is that it will just kind of fold up piece, and then I'm just going to add another photo behind that piece as well. So I essentially got photos for that day, but my journaling was so long that I decided to kind of to add the journaling on a 3x8 paper rather than a normal 3x4. And now just kind of trimming that off a little bit, and I am thinking of adding some washi tape. But before that, what am I doing? I'm going to add this chipboard piece to kind of indicate, I guess, that it is a fold up piece. And I wasn't sure whether I want to add to the left or right. And now I'm just thinking how I'm going to do this. What I'm trying to do here is I'm just gonna cut out another piece of pattern paper so that when I put this piece of chipboard in the front, I can put another piece as a backing to add inside behind the heart. So now I'm just kind of fuzzy cutting the heart out. I'm actually not a good fuzzy cutter, but I think it worked okay, and I think I'm kind of glad that the heart itself is not too difficult to fuzzy cut. Now I'm just kind of using my scissors to fuzzy cut that out and sticking that on one side, and then we're adding a bit more adhesive so that I can put that heart on the back side as well. And so when you open up, it looks like it has, there's pattern paper on the other side. Now moving on to day 8. So day 8 is the day I was talking about the ice cream. So in Australia, our Christmas is essentially in summer. So having ice cream is very much a part of what we do in December. And for Christmas for that matter. So so that's what we did that day, and took a couple of photos, and now I'm just kind of thinking about which card I want to use. I really like the one with stars, as you can see there. I'm just thinking about what to add in terms of word phrase stickers. So I'm just going through a bunch of word phrase stickers from the Abbott store. I decided to go with this one that said Savouring the Joy in red. I would normally put a word phrase sticker on the top, but I decided to do something different, so I put it on the bottom instead. And now I'm just going to add some journaling about the trip. And it's actually is a cut down version, to be honest. I actually wrote quite a bit on that day, and I decided to just cut it down, just making sure. I just want it to fit on this piece. It's not a big deal. It's about, what did I say? I talk about how we went to a place called Messina Cafe, which is, they sell gelato, and to get some ice cream after the gym. The weather wasn't too warm, but it certainly is summer in Australia, and it feels very Christmassy to have ice cream. So today we talked about how the flavors. So we had the panna cotta and fig with amaretti, and also macadamia crunch. Those are the two flavors that we got. And the next thing I'm going to do is I want to add a number onto this photo here, and I'm just kind of going through a pack here, and believe this white chipboard piece is actually from an old December daily kit, and I think it's actually from last year. So if you have any chipboard pieces from last year, I would encourage you to use it, or actually when take it, like at least take them out and just kind of working out whether you want to use them. And I find these number stickers, number chipboard pieces very useful and very much, you know, kind of not so much reusable, but certainly kind of timeless. So I tend to keep them and, you know, use them the next year. And that's why I don't mind buying a few, you know, extra chipboard letters, etc. largely, because I will eventually use them. So, and now I'm just kind of working out what I want to add to kind of decorate this piece. So I've got a bit of space on the right hand side of the photo, and so I decided to use that chipboard, that cork piece on the top. And now I'm just going through these puffy stickers from the Pink Fresh Studio to work out what's the next one. I decided to go with this one, which is kind of the starburst here, just on the off to the right there. And I'm also going to be using this chipboard, this number 8, and then this star plastic piece, which is from, I believe it's from the main December daily kit. And now I'm just kind of moving where I want this to go. And I believe I'm actually going to use the tiny attacher to attach the cork piece just on the top there, because it moves around a little bit. And just kind of working out, attaching that down, attaching the number 8 down as well. I actually find the tiny attacher to be such a great product for attaching big or thicker pieces that often move around. And that is, I believe that's it. No, actually one more thing I'm going to do, which is adding a sticker directly onto that photo of the ice cream. I went with this one which says "These December Days," which came in the chipboard pack from the Hollywood store. And that is it, you guys. Thanks so much for joining me again today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want YouTube to let you know when my next video comes out, please subscribe, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!